What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wager Zone podcast, and we are back for another UFC breakdown. This is UFC Fight Night, Usman versus Buckley, guys, and that's a banger of a main event, guys. I'm very excited for this main event. This card is kind of a little bit of a lackluster card. We have some UFC veterans on there. We have some new bucks coming up in the UFC, and yeah, guys, I'm actually 50-50 on this card. As an excited wise. I'm mainly excited for the main event. I'm excited to see Rose. I'm excited to see Malcolm Wellmaker. But besides those three, I feel like a lot of the rest of the card is kind of lackluster. But yeah, guys, if you guys are here for the first time, before I get into this breakdown, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys, and let's cash out for today's UFC Fight Night. All right, guys, first fight of the night is going to be the women's flyweight division. It's going to be Jamie Lynn Horst taking on Vanessa Demopoulos. And guys, this one is honestly, in my opinion, a very low-level women's fight. It's kind of a fight I kind of don't want to put too much money on, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a dog or pass for me. I'm gonna be taking a Demopoulos play. She's a plus 450, and I think that honestly that line is pretty wide. A lot of people believe Jamie Lynn Horst is gonna come in here and dominate. I don't believe she's gonna come in here and super dominate like that as everybody else thinks. So I'm taking the underdog. I'm taking Demopoulos, guys. I think this fight's probably gonna be just close enough to where it goes into that third round, 1-1, and then it just depends on who wins that third round. And if you know anything about Demopoulos' fights, guys, she has a lot of split decision victories. If the fight's close, the judges tend to give it to her. So I'm just going to take the dog shot on this one, guys. So for this fight, guys, give me Demopoulos. I think her grappling will do a little better on this fight and honestly win this cash out for us. So for this one, guys, give me... All right, guys, next fight in the men's welterweight division is going to be Phil Rowe taking on Andre Lucy and Loosa. Guys, I'm going to be taking Loosa, guys. I think Loosa is honestly going to use a lot of that wrestling. I think he's going to be pushing the fight to Phil Rowe, push him up against the fence, shoot some takedowns, and end up just chain wrestling this fight. Andre Lucy has a decent cardio to where he can last at least until almost the end of the third round. If it's a 5-round fight, I do believe he might gas out, but it's a 3-round fight, guys, and I just think Lusa's gonna come out here, push Phil Rowe up against the fence, and win this fight honestly just by the control time. Their striking is honestly a little bit even. I think Phil Rowe might be the little bit better striker. He likes to hit from the outside, so Andre Lusa has to get on the inside. Like I said, push him up against the fence, dirty box, and maybe shoot some takedowns and use his grappling and wrestling. So for this one, guys, give me Andre Lusa. All right, guys, next fight is going to be in the bantamweight division. It's Ricky Simón taking on Cameron Smotherman. This is the short notice fight for Cameron Smotherman. The line says minus 175 here, guys, but Ricky Simón's a heavy favorite. I think he's a minus 400 favorite, and I'm picking Ricky Simón. Cameron Smotherman cannot stop a takedown. If you go watch any of his regional scene fights or any of his fights, guys, he always gets taken down almost every single fight. And Ricky Simón, I believe, is going to be able to get to that double A, take him down, and land some heavy ground and pound, and probably end up finishing this fight via ground and pound, or just getting a decision victory, probably by just the ground control. But for this one, guys, give me... All right, guys, next fight, Cody Durden taking on Jose Ochoa. And this one, guys, I'm taking Cody Durden. I think Cody Durden is going to be able to mix in his wrestling with his striking really well in this fight against Ochoa. Ochoa is the favorite, so I'm taking the underdog in Cody Durden. I just believe Cody Durden's fought the higher competition. He's been in there with some dog fights. And Ochoa hasn't fought the best competition, honestly. I don't think Cody Durden's going to finish this one. I think Cody Durden's probably going to get this one done by submission. But like I said, I just believe he's going to come in here, mixing the striking with his wrestling, and end up pulling the victory off and just getting us this underdog play. So for this one, guys, give me the underdog. All right, guys, next fight in the bantamweight bout, guys, it's a very big favorite, and Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Chris Moutinho. Malcolm Wellmaker fought someone that's way better than Chris Moutinho in his last fight, so I kind of feel like this is a big step down for him. Malcolm Wellmaker went out there and fought Cameron Simon, and he ended up knocking him out, and that was one of our biggest plays, guys. I told you guys Malcolm Wellmaker is going to be this prospect to watch. I like this guy a lot, guys. This guy ended up quitting his job now because he got that $50,000 bonus, and he quit his job. He was a welder, and I'm very happy for this guy. I've been watching him for a while, and now he's coming to the UFC and has made his mark against Cameron Simon, against another young prospect that's actually pretty good, and now going against a veteran in Chris Moutinho that has a chin, but I just do believe that Malcolm Wellmaker is going to be levels above him in the striking. So for this one, guys, give me Malcolm Wellmaker. He's a giant favorite, but I'm very confident he wins. Next fight, guys, in the welterweight division, Michael Chiesa taking on Court McGee. And this one, guys, I'm taking Michael Chiesa. I think this is honestly a very closer fight than the line says, but I do believe Michael Chiesa wins this fight. I think he's going to come in here and be able to get some takedowns, land some strikes a little bit, not as much hard shots, because Michael Chiesa, I don't know if he's ever knocked anybody out in his career, honestly. Since I've been watching, I haven't seen Michael Chiesa knock anybody out, but I do believe he's going to be able to come in here, land some strikes, and use that grappling against Court McGee. I think Court McGee's going to be able to last all the way to the 3 rounds, but I just think Court McGee's athleticism isn't there anymore. He's getting up there in age. Michael Chiesa is getting up there in age anymore. He's not as athletic as he used to be either, but when it comes to Court McGee, he's fighting a guy that's almost like basically his same age, and I just think Michael Chiesa's grappling is going to be too much for him. So for this fight, guys, Next fight, guys, in the light heavyweight division is Paul Craig taking on Rodolfo Bellato. And this one, guys, we broke this card down. We broke this fight down a couple cards ago, about 2 weeks ago. And I'm taking Rodolfo Bellato, just like I told you guys in the last fight. Not too much to break down. I think Bellato's going to end up stopping his takedown because Paul Craig doesn't have the better wrestling than him. Paul Craig is a better grappler on the floor, but his wrestling is not there. He doesn't have the athleticism anymore. His chin is gone. Now, I believe Bellato's going to end up cracking him on that chin and knocking him out. So for this fight, guys, give me Rodolfo Bellato. Alright, guys, next fight, light heavyweight division, Alonzo Menefield taking on Omar Sy. And guys, this one I'm taking Omar Sy. I think Sy's going to come in here, honestly, and winning this fight by knockout. I just don't believe that Alonzo Menefield has athleticism. He's kind of going downhill. His chin is kind of gone. And I think Omar Sy is one of these good prospects that's out of France that's coming up. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I think this line is totally off, though. I think Menefield is a good dog shot. If you guys want to take an underdog, Alonzo Menefield might be a good play because it's just the line is way for C, and I just don't believe C is that big of a favorite if I was going to set the line. But I'm here to give you guys who I believe is going to win the fight. I'm not about value. I'm about picking who I actually think is going to win. So for this one, guys, I'm taking Omar Sy. Probably going to add him to a small parlay, nothing big, because I do think Alonzo Menefield might be a good underdog play. But like I said, I'm here to give you guys who I actually think is going to win the fight. So for this one, guys, give me... Alright, guys, next fight, Mansur Abdul-Malik taking on Cody Brundage. And this one, guys, I am taking Abdul-Malik. Abdul-Malik is an athletic freak, one of these young prospects that he's going up against a guy in Cody Brundage that tends to not take punishment very well. He goes out there and he kind of gives up on himself if he doesn't, the fight's not going his way. The weigh-ins did scare me about Abdul-Malik, though, honestly. Abdul-Malik barely made weight. He kind of looked a little bit drained, but he's a freak, guys. And this guy is very athletic, and I honestly think his athleticism and strength is going to be too much for Cody Brundage. I think he's probably going to get this fight to the ground and end up landing some heavy ground and pound, or if he cracks Cody Brundage up on the feet at least one time, I just think Cody Brundage is going to eventually give up. Cody Brundage does not like punishment. He tends to give up on himself in the fights, like I said. So I think Abdul-Malik's going to get this finish. So for this one, guys, give me Mansur Abdul-Malik. Alright, guys, next fight is going to be the bantamweight division. Cody Garbrandt taking on Barcelos, not Bellatos, Barcelos. Guys, in this one, I'm taking underdog. I'm taking Cody Garbrandt. As long as Cody Garbrandt doesn't come in here and try to get into a barn burner striking match, that's where Cody Garbrandt loses. When he's patient and he's actually landing his strikes to where he wants to and picks his shots, Cody Garbrandt is still a very good fighter. And Barcelos, his chin, honestly, I don't believe he has the best chin. I think this guy has been cracked a couple times, has been rocked, and a guy that's a very heavy striker in Cody Garbrandt. I think Cody Garbrandt is going to be able to come in here, land those strikes, and as long as he's patient and winning this fight by decision, I don't think Barcelos is going to be able to get Cody Garbrandt down, because I think Cody Garbrandt has very good takedown defense, and I think he's a better wrestler. So for this one, guys, give me the underdog. I'm taking Cody. Alright, guys, next fight in the middleweight division, Edmen Shahbazyan taking on Andre Petroski. And guys, I'm taking Edmen Shahbazyan. Shahbazyan doesn't have the gas tank at all. Like, we've seen him many times gas out in that third round and lose the fight. But honestly, I don't believe this fight's going to get to the third round. I think he's going to be able to come in here and explode and knock out Andre Petroski in that first, maybe in that beginning of that second round. Petroski doesn't have a good chin. I think Edmen Shahbazyan is the better wrestler. I think Edmen Shahbazyan has the better grappling. I think Petroski, the only way he wins this fight is if he can outlast Edmen Shahbazyan until he gasses out. But even then, guys, I think Edmen Shahbazyan will be up 2 rounds going up to that third, as long as he doesn't get finished. But like I said, I don't believe Shahbazyan in this fight gets out of the first round, maybe even to the second, the beginning. I think Edmen Shahbazyan is going to land that right hand and end up knocking Andre Petroski out. So for this one, guys, alright, guys, for now, the co-main event in the women's flyweight division, Rose Namajunas taking on Miranda Maverick, and I'm taking Rose Namajunas, guys. Rose is coming off of a loss to Erin Blanchfield, where Rose didn't look like the best, but she ended up having a good fight against Erin Blanchfield. She lost to her, yeah, but now this is a big step down in the competition, I believe. Erin Blanchfield is a top 3 fighter in this division, and Rose is a former champion. And Miranda Maverick, I just don't see her getting into that top 10. I've never been a big fan of Miranda Maverick. I think the only thing Maverick has is her strength, but Rose has good takedown defense. Rose has good grappling. Rose is the way better striker. And if this fight ends up on the feet, where I do believe it's going to be at, because I don't think Miranda Maverick's going to be able to get this fight to the floor, I think Rose is going to pick her apart and honestly end up winning this fight probably in those later rounds and dominate after Maverick gasses out. But like I said, I just think Rose Namajunas is better everywhere. I don't think Miranda Maverick deserves to be in this top 10. Maybe she proves me wrong, but I just think Rose is honestly a very good play for us. So for this one, guys, give me Rose. Alright, guys, so the main event in the welterweight division, Kamaru Usman taking on Joaquin Buckley. And guys, I'm taking the big underdog. I'm taking Kamaru Usman. honestly, something in me just doesn't believe Joaquin Buckley can beat Usman. I don't think Buckley's going to be able to take him down. I think Usman's going to be able to land that jab on him. And we saw in that last fight against Colby Covington where Joaquin Buckley, yeah, he dominated Colby for that first round. Second round was a little closer. In that third round where Colby actually started picking up the pace and started landing some shots and actually getting to that wrestling when Buckley started to get tired. Now this is a 5-round fight against a fighter in Kamaru Usman that has a good chin, that has good wrestling. He's a former champion. Kamaru Usman's only lost to the best. He's only lost to Leon Edwards, where he was dominating that first fight against Leon Edwards. And that second one, he ended up losing to Leon, yes. But that first fight, he was dominating Edwards all the way until he got knocked out. And then he fought Khamzat Chimaev, where Chimaev won that fight, but Usman was putting it on Chimaev at those end of that second round and that third round. Some say Usman actually won that fight. Some people believed he did. But either way, that was Chimaev's hardest fight of his whole entire career. And I don't see Buckley even on the level of a guy like Khamzat Chimaev. And I just believe this is a very good underdog play for Usman. If Usman comes in here, lands that jab, honestly uses his wrestling as well, because I do believe he's a better wrestler and he could take down Buckley. And I think Usman has the cardio as well. So for this one, guys, give me Kamaru Usman. I'm taking him as the underdog in the main event of the night, guys. And alright guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, like the video, subscribe to the page, come back every single day, guys, and let's cash out for today's